So we were actually on vacation. We only got to spend 1 day on vacation. It was supposed to be a 4 day trip, and we were in Mexico. So I woke up in the middle of the night starting to feel pain. And I actually woke my husband and I let him know, like, hey, I'm feeling pain. I think the baby's gonna come soon. So we need to get back home. When we got to the airport, the pain started feeling worse. And I'm telling my husband, hey, I'm feeling a lot of pain. I don't want to have the baby. He said, just try to hold it until we get back to Houston, because if you have the baby here in Mexico, it's going to be a lot of paperwork. And you know how everything is going on, and they might not even, it was just a little fear, with this new government system and, about immigration and all that. So I got the attention of the flight attendants and I let them know, like, hey, I'm having a lot of pain and I just saw my mucus plug come out. So at that point, they decided to advise the captain and they decided to call the ambulance and everybody down in Houston. So I just told the flight attendant I need to lay down, and they allowed me to lay down. And once I laid down, I felt a rush of water. So my water had broke, and when my water broke, I started to panic. I was nervous. I panicked a little, and my biggest thing was I don't want to have the baby on air. I mean, there was a time where my body naturally started to push and I was in the plane. So, at that point, I was just like, I was going through a lot of pain. And I was just like, whatever happens, happens. As long as the baby's healthy, as long as I'm okay. So then at that point, the captain, he just decided to rush back to Houston, and we got there. By the time we got there, the ambulance was already there, and they took us to the hospital, and I had my baby in like 15 minutes. He was actually a big baby, and I think that's one of the reasons why he came early, because he was just so big and heavy for my body. I had actually went to the doctor the day before. Now, I would take it as my fault because I didn't advise my doctor that I was going to fly, but I did allow my doctor to check my cervix, and she stated that I was clear. There's no signs of early labor. I'm not dilating. Everything seems normal. And normal, I already have 2 other boys. So my last son, I had him right at 40 weeks. So I figured this time I'm gonna go to 40 weeks as well. I feel like it was a really crazy experience. It was scary. I wouldn't do it again if, I was that far along being pregnant. I followed my own mind thinking the baby's gonna come at 40 weeks, but I just say you just never know when a baby is gonna come. That's something that I did learn from this experience.